Okay, we're going to look at forms of linear equations here. It's sort of a wrap up to some of the stuff that we've been doing here with linear equations so far. But what we want to do is just recap the forms. So the first one that we saw learn about was ax plus by is equal to c. And remember, this is standard form for a linear equation. And we're in a standard form, we have to have a and b both cannot equal 0. Okay. Now the next one we looked at was our slope-intercept form, which is y equals mx plus b. Slope-intercept. And remember, in slope-intercept, we have the slope is m. The y-intercept is 0b in orbiter form. Okay. Now, another one we have was our point slope, which is y minus y1 is equal to m times x minus x1. And this is point slope. And remember, in point slope, we have the slope is equal to m, and our x1, y1 is a point on the line. Alright, now we also just saw where we can say y is equal to c, and this is a horizontal line. Remember, for a horizontal line, slope equal to 0, and y, and we have the y-intercept here. The y-intercept is equal to, let's see, 0. Let's see. We have x equals c, and this is vertical. And remember, here slope is undefined, and the x-intercept is equal to c0. Now, a little bit to talk about here. Although we do have this as forms of linear equations, I wanted to touch on parallel and perpendicular lines as well. So, let's see, parallel lines. Parallel lines. So, parallel lines should have the same slope because they never touch. So, any lines that have the same slope evidently are going to be parallel lines. Now, if we look at perpendicular, and what we see in perpendicular lines, if we take the slopes, I want to put this the product of the slopes would be, it's going to be -1. So basically, if you take one slope, multiply it by the other slope, we'll get -1. And we know these are perpendicular lines. Parallel lines will always have the same slope. Okay. So, we'll be back in the next video. We'll probably start on functions here in a little bit. So I hope this helps and wraps up what we've done in forms of linear equations. All our forms are here. I guess we could add how we find slope also. We know it's rise over run. We could also say the change in y and the change in x, which leaves us to y sub 2 minus y sub 1 over x sub 2 minus x sub 1. Alright, so these are the equations and expressions that, I guess they're all equations that we talked about during this chapter, this section. Ones we didn't really get into much for parallel and perpendicular, but they're doing it later. So hopefully this helps. This brushes up and recaps some of what we talked about lately. So I will see you next time. Have a good day. Bye.